NASA has selected SpaceX to provide launch services for the Geostationary Operational Environmental Satellite U, or GOES-U. GOES-U will provide advanced imagery and atmospheric measurements of Earth's weather, oceans, and environment, as well as real-time mapping of total lighting activity and improved monitoring of solar activity and space weather. These satellites will be used by NOAA to forecast potentially dangerous weather and monitor the weather on a regular basis. Weather from a particular region can be observed through the GOES-R series satellite. On the website, it states, "The GOES-R series provides advanced imagery and atmospheric measurements of Earth's weather, ocean, and environment, real-time mapping of total lighting activity, and improved monitoring of solar activity and space weather." Before we begin, if you want to see more videos like these, please click that like and subscribe button. Let us know in the comments below what you think of SpaceX successfully getting all of these missions. Now, let's get into it. The total cost for NASA to launch GOES-U is approximately $152.5 million, which includes the launch service and other mission-related costs. The GOES-U mission is targeted to launch in April 2024 on a Falcon Heavy rocket from Launch Complex 39A at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. GOES-U is the fourth and final spacecraft in the GOES-R series of geostationary weather satellites operated by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The GOES-R series is a joint effort between NASA and NOAA and includes GOES-R, GOES-S, GOES-T, and GOES-U. NASA Launch Services Program at Kennedy Space Center in Florida is responsible for launch vehicle program management of SpaceX launch service. NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, manages the GOES-R Flight Projects Office, which oversees the acquisition of the GOES-R series instruments and spacecraft. The collaborative NOAA and NASA team manages the GOES-R program. United Launch Alliance, or ULA, spokesperson Jessica Rai said the company withdrew its bid to launch GOES-U because it did not have any Atlas V vehicles available. The company also revealed that all of its remaining 29 rockets have been sold to customers for future launches, so they had to withdraw our bid for NASA's GOES-U launch service. ULA is preparing to transition to the Vulcan Centaur rocket, whose inaugural launch is now scheduled for 2022. Tori Bruno, chief executive of ULA, has said recently the company is no longer offering the Atlas V after a final series of contracts announced earlier this year, such as an order for 9 Atlas V launches by Amazon in April to launch part of its Project Kuiper broadband constellation. The GOES-U win adds to a growing backlog of Falcon Heavy launches for SpaceX. In July, NASA awarded SpaceX a contract for the launch of the Europa Clipper mission to the icy, potentially habitable moon of Jupiter, also scheduled for 2024. Other NASA awards include the Psyche asteroid mission, the first 2 elements of the Lunar Gateway, and the Gateway Logistics Service contract, where SpaceX will use the Falcon Heavy for 2 launches of Dragon XL spacecraft to transport cargo to the Lunar Gateway. SpaceX also won a Falcon Heavy contract from Astrobotic in April to launch its Griffin lunar lander carrying NASA's Viper rover as part of the agency's Commercial Lunar Payload Services program. Falcon Heavy is part of SpaceX's National Security Space Launch Phase 2 contract awarded in August 2020, making the vehicle eligible for future national security launches. Falcon Heavy has launched 3 times, all successfully, but the last launch was the Space Test Program 2 mission in June 2019. The next Falcon Heavy launch on a U.S. Space Force mission, designated USSF-44, is scheduled for no earlier than October 9th. Next time on Discover Zen, we're going to go ahead and discuss, why does Elon Musk SpaceX's Starship belly flop? Thank you so much for watching our video. Until next time, friends.